Hi, welcome to Party Food Hero. I'm Aaron. Today we're going to be making a delicious soup. We're going to be making a Zuppa Toscana? Zuppa Toscana? Whatever, something like that. Sorry if I'm butchering it. It is Italian for Toscana soup. So there you go. You can find this soup at like Olive Gardens, places like that. It's really, really good. It's starting to get cold. Fall is here, and it is definitely very frosty outside in the mornings. So a nice hearty soup is on the menu. It's very easy to make. We're gonna do this in a crock pot, so it's super easy to make, but Zuppa Toscana. Let's go check it out. All right, so I forgot to hit record on that first spicy Italian sausage. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your sausage links and you're just gonna remove the casing like so. And then we are going to brown the sausage. And now if you can find the one, like the type of spicy Italian sausage that's already just ground up and you don't have to remove the casing, even better. But we couldn't, so this is what we used. So you're gonna get all the casing off, and then we're gonna brown this up till it looks like this. Okay, so you're going to brown the Italian sausage on medium heat, and then while you're doing that, you're just gonna be kind of smashing at it to break them into smaller pieces. And once you get it browned like this, we are going to add in our onion and our delicious garlic. So let's get to it. So you're gonna add that minced garlic in there. And then after you add the minced garlic, we're gonna add in our onion. And make sure you get all that minced garlic. You worked hard to get that minced garlic minced. So unless you bought the pre-minced garlic, then you didn't work hard at all. So you get that in there, and now we're gonna add in some delicious onion. Now that we have added the onion, we're gonna just mix this all in together, and what it's doing is we're just going to release a lot of the flavor of the onion and the garlic via the oil, the hot oil from the sausage. So you're just gonna cook this on like medium high for 2 or 3 minutes, just so you can release all the delicious flavors from the onions and the garlic. Don't forget any of your onion. Even that little piece. Get that piece in. Oh, get in. Get it. Look at that. I didn't give up. Never give up, people. Never give up. So you're going to mix that for, like I said, about 2 or 3 minutes. And then it's into the Crockpot or Crockpot, however you want to say it. I cannot emphasize just how delicious this smells. That spicy Italian sausage with the onion and the garlic. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. You could just get some bread and just eat that. Oh my god, it's so good. And make sure you get all of it. Look at that. I'm making sure I got a spatula. I'm not missing any of that flavor that's in this pot. So you're gonna put that all into the crock pot, and then let's put in some other ingredients. Starting with our delicious potatoes that are peeled. About that width, that's about 1/4 of an inch, let's say. If you have a mandolin, use a mandolin. It'll be all uniform, but just try and get it as close as you can to even width or thickness, I guess. So you are cooking them all. They're gonna finish cooking at the same time, and you're not gonna have a smushy one or mushy one, whatever you want to say, and then an uncooked potato. So that's what you do. So there you go, and then mix that all in together, and we're gonna put in some other ingredients. Now we're gonna put in our chicken stock. And so what you can do here, depending on the level of thickness you want this soup to be, so I like it a little more towards the stewy side, so I didn't add any more liquid to this. But if you like a traditional Zuppa Toscana, you're just gonna add a 1/2 cup of water at this point right here, and then that way it'll be just a good, nice, solid soup that you're used to if you've ever had it at Olive Garden. And If you do not put the half cup in there, it's going to be super concentrated. The flavor will be even more concentrated. It'll be a little bit thicker and a little spicier. So if you want it a little thicker, a little spicier, don't add any water at this point. If you want it traditional with the... I think you understand. You could rewind it if you don't understand what I said. So now we're going to add in some salt. So a nice pinch of salt. And then we're going to put in a pinch of freshly cracked pepper. And I always use freshly cracked pepper whenever I can because it's so much better. And you're going to put the lid on. And then we're going to set this to 6 hours on low. Just like this. If I can figure out how to put this top on. Yay. Everyone's crockpot might be a little bit different, but for mine, I just set it on low, 6 hours, and then we're good to go. All right, so we're gonna take our kale and we're just gonna remove the leafy part and not include the stalk. And then we're just going to kind of hand pick this into bite-sized pieces and fill this up. And make sure you're using the right type of kale. I'll have the kale that you're looking for that you're gonna wanna use in this recipe in the ingredients section, in the detail section of this video, or also go to partoffoodhero.com for all of the recipes and ingredients and instructions, and it's just a wonderful site. So just pick that until you have it all picked, until it looks like this. This looks like a ton of kale, but as all leafy green vegetables do, when you start to cook them, they shrink significantly. So don't worry, and it's delicious, and it's good for you. And it's just gonna be, it's so good. Just trust me. All right, 6 hours later, and here is what you have. Just a delicious, delicious soup. And the nice thing about this is it smells amazing, and it makes your whole house smell amazing. And so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add in some of that cream, which is gonna make this soup a little bit creamy. So you add that in there, and then you're just gonna mix that all in together, and then we are going to add in our kale in little bunches. I'll show you, don't worry. Because if you try to throw all the kale in at once, it would be kind of hard to mix in. So I just do it in little bunches, throw it in there, mix it all in, and then put the next bunch in, and so on until you have all of your kale in there, and it looks something like this. And now that we have this all mixed together, we're gonna put the lid on, and now we are going to set this on high for 30 minutes. And after 30 minutes, this is what you got. A delicious, delicious soup. Mix that all up. Now you can serve this with a little bit of Parmesan cheese, is what we like to serve it with. And it is absolutely delicious. So let's do just some nice slow-mo shots of this, and up close shots. All right, now for my favorite part of the video, I get to eat the food. Now, it is a chilly day today, so it is a perfect day or time of year to have this delicious soup. There's a few reasons that I like this soup. The main reason is because it's delicious. And the second reason is you can make this soup two different ways. You can make it so it's more of a soupy soup, just really liquidy, or you can make it closer to almost like a stew, which I kind of like more. I kind of have it more towards the stewish side. It's not super thick, but it's not just like drizzling down. But it's super hearty and delicious. So let's give this a try. I'm really hungry, and so I want to eat this. Let's make sure we get our greens. Big ol' thing of greens. Unless you don't like greens, then don't put a lot of greens in there. So it's really, really, really good. just because it's at Olive Garden doesn't mean it's not delicious. I'm not a huge soup person anyways, but this soup is just so packed with flavor. It's so easy to make. So the first thing you get is you get the saltiness from the broth. You get the potatoes, then you get the kale, and then at the end you get that meat and a little bit of spice on the back end. Now this kind of turns out a little spicier because I don't have it really watery, so it kind of concentrates the spiciness. You can totally avoid that by adding more water before you start cooking it. But it is really, really, really good. And like I said, you know what would go good with this? The cheesy bread recipe that I have would go amazing with this. This is just, it's so good. Try it out. Perfect fall weather, or if you're watching this in the summer or 10 years from now and it's hot everywhere, try it whenever. It's still delicious. But yeah, there you go. Zuppa Toscana. I know, I'm butchering that. Sorry, all my Italian viewers. But it's really delicious. Don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. Check out all the other videos. We have a bunch of videos. There's no reason you shouldn't be making amazing food for yourself, for your friends and family. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Party Food Hero. Also, check out all the recipes we have, partyfoodhero.com. It's a super easy website. It's not one of the hundreds or thousands of horrible recipe websites that don't even tell you the recipe until you get through their thesis. It is just, the recipe's right there. It's simple, very, very user-friendly, because recipe websites are the worst. I made mine really easy. Go check that out. But yeah, there you go. And remember, be the Party Food Hero. I'm just telling you, this stuff is so good. It's, you know, it's pretty healthy, right? It's really good.
Be the Party Food Hero.
So good.